Hey there, it's Michelle Walker Wade coming with another Get Mobilized moment, and I'm so glad to see you today. In my last video, I talked about a subject called Employers Want People with Great Soft Skills. And in that video, I gave you an overview of the 10 skills employers and the 10 skills and qualities that employers want most in their employees. And this was based on a 2013 survey. The 2014 will be out any day now. And I'm sure that these 10 that were on 2013 are probably still very similar to what's on 2014. So on the previous video, I gave you an overview of the 10 skills, or I listed the 10 skills, and then I talked at length about the first skill that employers want most, and that had to do with the ability to work on a team structure. Employers want people who have the ability to work well on a team structure. Okay, so if you didn't listen to that one, go back and listen to it. It's a good one. Okay, so but today I want to talk about the second most desired skill and quality that employers want, and that is the ability to make decisions and solve problems. On a scale of on a scale of 1 to 5, this particular one got a 4.50. So it is rated somewhere between very important and extremely important. So it is important that you have the ability to solve problems and make decisions, good, sound decisions, come up with resolutions to problems that work. And really, if they can work long term and save the company money, even better. I'm going to read for you, and as usual, I will post the book information at the end of the video. All right? We make decisions, even important decisions, all the time. All of us make the best decision possible given the information we have available. But where do we go from there? The satisfaction you experience from your decisions is based not just from the outcome of those decisions, but also on the amount of time you consider the counterfactual scenarios. So the amount of time you take before you make a final decision to consider, you take time to consider the counterfactual scenarios. So you think of this scenario, that scenario, what if this? What if that? What if this? How about that? You think of all these scenarios, and then you come up with the best decision based on everything. What I see happen, and this is just people who, chronically seem not to make the best decisions, is their thinking is kind of shallow. They think they see a problem, and the first solution that comes to their head, they're ready to run with it. What you need to do, as soon as that solution comes, take a second, let your mind, I just do that because that's kind of how my mind does. It kind of plays through different scenarios, and then after I get through all the scenarios, if my first thought is still my best thought, then I go with it. But if while my mind is running through the various scenarios, if it's this, if it's that, what about this, what about that? I'm giving myself time to think about it. If in fact, I find that that first decision might not be the right one, then I give myself time to put more thought into some of the other scenarios that could be the better solution. Now, granted, there are times when you've got to make a decision in a split second. From there, you just have to rely on your experience, but you cannot forget your experiences, okay? Don't be a decision maker who wears rosy colored glasses, everything's gonna be okay. And don't be a decision maker who just wears glasses of darkness. Nothing ever works out. You gotta be a balanced, middle of the road decision maker. And this has to do with your perception of things, okay? Your perception will aid and govern how you make decisions, okay? So there are a couple things qualities I could see in people who generally make good decisions. And they solve problems, because usually making good decisions comes along with solving problems. The first one, they just have a good sense of judgment. They can look at a situation and size it up. Okay, good sense of judgment. Okay, they have clarity of thought. That kind of goes back to what I was just saying, where you're not wearing rosy colored glasses and you're not wearing the glasses of darkness all the time either. Okay, but just balance, good clarity of thought. I see it for what it is, and I see it for what it can be. Okay, but most important initially is to see it for exactly what it is. Okay, take out all your biases, take out all your insecurities, take off all your over sense of confidence, whatever the case may be. Because some things we're a little too confident and other things we're a little insecure in. All of these things mess with your clarity. Thing that you want to make sure is that you recognize the appropriate rank and order of something. What is the most important thing that I figure out right now? What is the most pressing part of this problem right now? How urgent is it? What happens if I don't do anything about it right now? If you don't do anything about it right now, you can slow down on and if nothing tragic will happen, if you don't do anything about it right now, you may be able to slow down on the decision making a little bit so that you can make sure you make a good decision. Some of the best leaders and people in business I've ever worked with, myself included, if there's a decision that I can wait to make, unless it's a little small thing, I'm talking real decisions here, I will. I'll say, I think it could be this, but give me overnight to sleep on it, or give me a few minutes to really think it out. I'll call you back in 2 hours or so. I'll say, do we need to decide this right now? Okay, and if not, if nothing tragic is gonna happen, I'll just table it for a few minutes so that I can really, really, really give myself time to think it through. You don't have to answer every question right away, okay? You have to respond right away, but you don't have to give an answer or a solution or make a decision right away, all right? So remember the rank and order of things, okay? Order, when I say remember the order of things, when you're thinking about something that is a problem that you've got to either come up with a solution for or make a decision about, you have to think about the natural progression or the natural order that things in this area normally work in. 1 o'clock normally comes right after 12 o'clock, and then comes 2 o'clock. What is the natural rank and order? If you think about, and this is also in the book here that I'm going to post at the end, but I'm not going to read it verbatim, but there's another section in this book that talks about making a sandwich. You make a sandwich in order. You put the bread down first, and then you put the meat, or then you put the mayonnaise and the mustard. You cannot take your plate out and put the mustard and the mayonnaise down first. The bread goes first. With the sandwich, bread goes first. So when you're making a decision or thinking about something, or thinking about how to resolve a problem or something, or just got to make a split decision about something, give yourself a second to think about what is the real order that this thing should come in. And then add that into your time. I was telling you a second ago when my brain is going, what if this and what if that, what if that? Also, what is the natural order of this thing? Okay, that's a part of good decision making, recognizing the order of something. And the other thing I'd like to say, good decision makers and good problem solvers think very deeply and very creatively. If you have a natural knack for being able to solve problems, you're also most likely very, very creative, because it is creativity that does solve problems. You also probably think very deeply about things that other people may not ever really consider. You probably also read a lot too, and reading, which is really what this channel is all about, is encouraging you to read a lot. Tend to also solve problems very well. Because they just have so much other information in their arsenal to pull from. If you have a problem solving, like if you kind of, oh gosh, every time I make a decision, it's the wrong decision. You're not gathering up enough information to make the right decision. Fact gathering is a part of problem solving. To gather the right information, you gotta go and gather data, gather facts, read, learn something new, so that you can make a decision. The ability to make decisions and solve problems, like I said earlier, it comes down to the quality of your thought. the quality, not the quantity. It's not about how many problems you can solve. It's how good, it's not about how many thoughts you have. It's about how good those thoughts are. I could have thoughts all day about every reality show that comes on television. Does it help me solve any problems? Not unless I plan on getting stuck on an island, marrying a bachelor, or becoming America's Next Top Model. You know, probably not. Those things are meant for your entertainment. So limit that time that you're entertaining yourself so you can spend more time creating high quality thoughts. All right. I want you to prepare to do well and go out and get mobilized. It's Michelle Walker Wade. Have a great day.